what they accomplished. The men who served in the 100th Battalion, the 442nd, the 10442nd, and the Military Intelligence Service, what they achieved is without parallel in our history. I want to focus there, not at the exclusion of the agonizing, terrible experience of the internment camps. Indeed, hundreds of those unit men came from the camps, the 10 camps that many of you had your families in, and some of you had that agonizing experience yourself. But I'm going to focus this time on the courage on the battlefield. And so when I look at the legacy of the 10442 and the MIS, it's a very special legacy. Just a quick recapitulation of some of the achievements of these units in World War II. The 100th and 442nd, they've been combined, liberated, saved the Lost Battalion. This was a battalion of about 214 men that were trapped in the Vosges Mountains outside of Bifontaine. They were trapped by the German army. The 10442 broke through with frontal assaults at great sacrifice to save the 214 men. At the cost of the battles at Bruyères, Bifontaine, and the Lost Battalion, they lost 811 men to save 214. The 10442nd breached the Gothic Line. The Gothic Line was the last German defenses that held up the Allies in Italy. They had held up the western end of that line for 5 months. 442nd returned from France and broke through the German defenses in 45 minutes. The 100th Battalion, interesting, when they were ready to go, they were offered to General Eisenhower for the preparation of Atlantic Normandy. He turned them down. Mark Clark in Italy, the commanding general of Italy, said, hey, I'll take a friend on the battlefield any day. I'll take them. So they were sort of orphaned, and they ended up in Italy with the 34th Infantry. And there, in the baptism battle, their first battle, the Castaverde, Sergeant Joe Takata, the first to fall, leading his men, though mortally wounded, continued to fire and protect them, is awarded the Distinguished Service Cross, the second highest award for gallantry and heroism. When you hear their story and read what they and their families endured and how they persevered, I think it reminds us of what could be our nobler selves, what we could be if we followed their example of perseverance, of sacrifice, of effort in the face of adversity.
I was born December 16, 1923. And December 4th, 1941, my parents decided to go to Japan. And they wanted to take me along because I was the youngest. I was 17 years old. I says, no, I will not go with you. I'll see you later. Oh, man. December 7th. Oh, everything broke loose. We were the enemy.
That was something that really hit us very hard. My high school teacher, I was a junior in high school at the time, said, don't worry, the Constitution will protect you. And he had no idea that military necessity overrides the Constitution.
It's a funny thing for me because they're all talking about being relocated, and they didn't come to us and tell us that we had to start preparing to get rid of things and stuff like that. They just said, go down the street about a half a mile. On the telephone post would be their instruction. Now, can you imagine, just abiding just by looking at something like that?
When you went to boot camp, what happened when the Buddha heads met the Katongs?
First of all, the word Kotong. I think one of the Hawaii guys took a jab at the Redmond boys. He floored the guy and hit the floor, and the head hit the floor, and it made the noise Kotong. We Buddha heads from Hawaii. We spoke different language from the mainland boys. Hey, how come you speak like Howley? You speak good English.
3 of you gentlemen Don Miata, Toke, and Yosh, you were all involved in the terrible battle, as General was talking about, to break the Gothic line. Take us there. Take us to that night.
We were assigned to go up Mount Focorito in total darkness. And the tank was in front of me, and we were crawling, and the pathway was very, very narrow, and if you slipped, well, some of the fellows did lose their life by falling off. But we were climbing up, and we had to be very, very careful that we didn't make any noise. And suddenly I discovered that Tack was not in front of me. Well, what happened to him was that he thought he was leaning against the cliff, but he was leaning against pure air, and we fell off the cliff. And then, fortunately, the weight of the base plate made him land with the thing in the back on the next terrace. So when we discovered he was gone, and then we would hear these whispers from him, down here, you know. And so we finally went down and we righted him like you would a turtle. You know, a turtle can't turn itself around. So fortunately he wasn't hurt, and we made the climb, and we're very fortunate we surprised the enemy. Well, some of the German soldiers said that, by the way, we saw you, but we were out of ammunition. So we said, oh, that's too bad.
I'm going to ask you the most important question I think that everybody here has on their minds. What would you like the Yonsei and the Gosei to understand about your experience?
I think the most important change was national attitude towards Americans of Japanese ancestry and Japanese as well.
I'm not smart enough to answer that. Since I returned from the service and government service, I noticed that our youngsters have that pride, and they know, they come to work, they work hard, they don't talk back, and they are a little bit more braver than us because they won't take crap from no one, and I think that's a good sign.
Because of what each of you did, America is a better place. We have our challenges today, but what you went through, what you were able to accomplish, and what you did to preserve our promise as a nation is unprecedented. And everyone in this room, by their applause, has said to you, thank you. And again, we are eternally indebted to you all.